legislature just adjourned. What are your duties as a legislator over the interim?
Well, as ranking member on the Judiciary Committee, I've worked with the chair, Lori Jenkins, to develop an interim work plan. So we're going to have a couple committee hearings, one in the summer, probably one in the fall, to develop ideas that we'll look forward and working on in the upcoming session next year. So there certainly is still committee responsibilities. I've spent a lot of time meeting with constituents and groups throughout the district throughout the year. And of course, my legislative assistant, Kate Cooper, is here always answering phones and responding to inquiries from constituents and ready to lend assistance for any constituent matters throughout the interim.
And how can constituents reach you?
The best way to reach me is usually through the legislative email, which is jay.rodne@leg.wa.gov, or calling my office, which is area code 360-786-7852. Those are the best ways to reach me.
What, if anything, will you be working on for the 2015 legislative session?
Well, this session I co-sponsored a bill, House Bill 2725, which would have made sweeping changes to our involuntary commitment law. And this stems from, again, a tragic incident that occurred in July 2013 when Joel Reuter, who was undergoing a severe schizophrenic episode, was shot and killed by a Seattle SWAT team because he was endangering the community. And his parents, Doug and Nancy Reuter, who were down here in the legislative session for pretty much the entire session and working with me to try to get House Bill 2725 passed, this bill would have given parents direct access to the courts to get their loved ones the help that they really need. Unfortunately, our bill, House Bill 2725, was not adopted this session, largely out of fiscal concerns. Washington is one of 5 states that has a gatekeeper to the court system when it comes to involuntary commitment. 45 other states allow parents or close family members direct access to the courts to petition a court for an involuntary commitment order. And we need to change Washington law in this respect, because if we had done so, Doug and Nancy Reuter could see that their son was slipping into psychosis 6 months prior to his tragic death, and they repeatedly contacted the county designated mental health professional and were repeatedly told that he didn't meet the criteria for involuntary commitment, and they had no recourse. This bill would give them the alternative access to the courts. We need to get that changed. We're going to work throughout the interim, and we're going to bring this bill back next session and get it enacted into law.